Hello and welcome to the Philippines. Here it is, almost 2025, and got a little bit of news today, a little bit about Philippine life. Been here 3 trips and 9 years, living in 6 different condominiums, different areas of Cebu City, Cebu, the Philippines. I asked her if these people who are double parked, there's a lack of parking. Too many cars or not enough parking spaces, or a little bit of both. And yeah, even the people who are double parked have to pay their 20 pesos per hour, or any part of an hour. There, I'm walking up Ramos Street, going to pay my rent. Walking up to a BPI bank up here, and I'm going to a pharmacy. I'll show you that, a generic pharmacy where I can get a lot of my over-the-counter type, generic type things for a lot less than I do in the major chain pharmacies. There's a couple different generic brands here, and this is a busy intersection with no traffic signals, no traffic lights, or no traffic person enforcer. Would be very, very rare unless there was some big event going on that the enforcer would be there kind of directing traffic. And it works. It works. People come from one direction for a while, the other people stick their nose out, and the other side goes for a while. Very rare that you hear the horn that hey, I'm pissed off, get out of my way, type thing that you would get back in some of the Western countries. Jeepneys, still a lot of jeepneys, and I understand that they're going to be around for at least another couple of years. They've extended their what they call franchises because they still don't have enough of the newer buses, cleaner fuel buses. And anyway, a little bit about news. We have here in December, even around the world, we have kind of had an uptick in earthquakes. Nothing earth-shattering. I think Vanuatu, out in the middle of the Pacific, had something a seven or a little bit bigger than a 7. I think up in the Luzon Islands of Alaska in the last month, they had like a 7. They've had a couple off the coast of Northern California, and we've had a couple 5+ up on the north end of Luzon. So we've had those things going on. Had Kanlaon volcano, which sent off some ash here recently. And if you want to watch Geology Hub, he's got quite a bit of information, 2 or 3 videos every week. And it puts out a lot of good information about volcanoes around the world. Any given week, it seems that there are more than 40 volcanoes active and going off around the world. A number of them in Indonesia, not so far away from the Philippines, Central America, South America, the Aleutians up in the Russian Peninsula, Japanese volcanoes. A number of them spread across, of course, Italian, the number of volcanoes over there in Europe as well. And if you want to watch information, there are, I'll do another video about that. There are a number of channels that kind of forecast earthquakes. Dutch Since, the word Dutch, like the country, and then SINSE puts out some really good information. He's got one method of forecasting. There's another group, they tend to use the alignment, not just the sun, but the alignment of the sun and various planets and the gravitational pulls. There was another site I just came across that shows the lightning strikes and how they're connected across the upper atmosphere, and possibly has some connection to earthquakes as well. Interesting. just across on the left, just crossing by the kind of a mini mall called Primeway. They've got some rooms they rent out there, not the cheapest in town, but they've got a DIY, do-it-yourself store in there, kind of like a small Walmart, I guess, something like that. Bar back the direction I came from, 301 Ramos Street Bar. You find it easy because that is the address, 301 Ramos Street. And good food, cold drinks. They've got entertainment there, quite a number of nights each week. And I'm walking up here when we hit the T up here. That is what is most people call Mango Avenue. The official name, I think they changed it back around the time of World War II or the Great War, and the official name is now General Maxilome Avenue, but many people still call it Mango Avenue. Take a right down the block, it's Mango Square, kind of used to be the entertainment area of Uptown Big Smiles there. I'm not sure what kind of unique uniforms those girls were wearing. Not sure where they came from. I'm not familiar with those uniforms. Nice big smiles, friendly. And yeah, it used to be a lot of bars down there, Mango Square area, and across the street, 1 Mango and 2 Mango. They kind of disappeared, number like 2017, I think. Robinson's Mall here, there are, I'm right at Fuente Osmeña traffic circle, big traffic circle. You can see it on maps in the uptown area of Cebu City. And if you take Osmeña Street towards the south, you run right into the downtown area, Cologne Street, a Carbone Public Market, and they've got a couple of walkways to cross the street. 2 Robinson's Malls, one directly across the traffic circle, and this one has a hardware store, which is it's Robinson's Fuente. The other one is Robinson's Cybergate, and the one over here, Fuente, has a grocery store and a hardware store, food court, department store, clothes, appliances, that type of thing. The one directly across this big traffic circle and the park in the middle. And I'll do another video. I walked around that park. They've got vendors in there, food and entertainment, a number of different things going on. Anyway, directly across is Robinson's Mall Cybergate, and they've got more of the restaurant type things over there. Medical office or two. Been a while since I've been over there. Anyway, the traffic was backed up a little bit here. Not sure what the issue was.
Friday traffic.
Oh, yeah, it's Friday. Actually, Friday about noon. It was about noon, and a lot of these Filipinos get a 13-month pay. They work 12 months, and they get, as a bonus, they get paid 13 months. And I was at the bank paying my utilities and my rent, and gosh, it took me 35-40 minutes in there. I talked to the guy, and why the big crowd? And I was pretty sure it was because companies are there getting their money to pay their employees the 13 month, because they were coming in there with like bookkeeping type things and walking out with big stacks of thousands and hundreds and 50s pesos. And yeah, this is a cash society. They pay their people in cash a lot of times. My girlfriend gets paid, I think, direct deposit into a bank account. But a lot of employees still get paid cash. Occasionally over the years, I've read, in fact, one of my past girlfriends saw it happen once, where someone that went to the bank to get the cash to pay the employees, got shot, killed, and the money stolen. So I don't know if that would be a job I would want, to be the money pickup, the bagman. Kind of dangerous occupation here. But in the 9 years, a little bit about living in the Philippines. You know, it's different. You're not in Kansas. You're not in the U.S. or Australia or New Zealand, Europe, wherever you come from. You're not in those countries. Korea, Japan, and things operate a little different up here. Now there's usually poor people asking money, and they almost always have a baby with them, and not sure if it's their baby or if they use the baby as anyway, I've even seen real young kids, maybe 5 or 6, holding a baby and has a can, and you know, he didn't go find that spot and decide to do that on his own, and the baby looks like it's drugged sometimes. It's not crying, it's sleeping. You can walk by there over the course of a number of hours, and that little baby just so my suspicion is they give it some alcohol or something to make sure it doesn't wake up and cry. My suspicion. Don't have any evidence, but I've seen it so many times that just something I think. Anyway, went to the bank, got my business done, and yeah, I got a big back at Fuente Osmeña traffic circle. You've got fast food places here. You've got quite a number of pharmacies here. Mercury Drug, I think, right here on this particular corner. Down the ways, you got Watkins, other chain pharmacies as well. And you know the generics. I've bought generics at places like Watkins Pharmacy and Mercury and different places, and some generics work okay and others not so well. Just like some branded medicines, I don't take very much. I occasionally take, depends on what I eat or drink. This guy is call them volunteer help you park guys. They will, whether you want it or not, they'll get out there and try to direct you to park, and hoping to get a tip of a few pesos out of the deal. Anyway, there's one of the walkways, one of 2 or 3 that go over to that center island, the center park where the vendors are. I took my 360 camera over there the other day, and that's still uploading. That's a huge file, and maybe tomorrow I'll put that up and let you look around over there. Anyway, I've seen a lot of changes here in Cebu City. I've seen better infrastructure. I've seen better, more consistent internet. Now, yesterday, actually, I was just getting ready to go down 20-some floors in my condominium, and just waiting for the elevator to come up so I could get in it, and the electricity went off. And so I decided, even if it comes back on right away, I'm not getting in the elevator. I'm taking the steps down, and that's what I did. And when I got back, they've got a generator, and the generator turned the lights on. Generally, it should run the elevators too, but by the time I walked down, maybe 10 minutes or so, the elevators still were not on for some reason. But they were when I got back, fortunately, during Typhoon Odette, Super Typhoon Odette, December, about this time in 2021. Super Typhoon came through here, did a lot of damage, cut the power, cut the internet. I had a pretty good stash of water, and we were able to get water consistently. I used a solar panel to charge my electric items. Internet was off and on. Electricity was off and on. The generator that we had in our condo, they ran out of diesel fuel. Took them a week or 2 to get some fuel in, but even then, they would not run it 24 hours a day or even 12 hours a day. They said they had to schedule a couple hours in the morning, a couple hours in the afternoon or evening, but they never kept to that schedule. And so I think the higher end condos and hotels, they ran theirs probably 24/7, but a lot of the hotels and condos did not. They would only run them a few hours a day. It cost a lot of money to run those generators and burn up that diesel. Anyway, down in this little strip mall area, TGP stands for the generic pharmacy, I believe. Anyway, yeah, still loving the Philippines. The people friendly. She didn't want to be on camera, the lady here. But anyway, love the people. Most people speak English. Thanks for coming along. Safe travels. See ya.